First the business.
Yeah, y'all.
You locking this shit.
First the business,
Hey, what's up, people? It's your boy Cato again with First the Business Podcast. Well, I got my people with me tonight, Italy, Grayson, Josiah's in the background tonight, and we got another special guest tonight, hip-hop artist from North Carolina, my hometown, Troy, Montgomery County, Shred the Verbal Tongue.
What it do, people? Live in the flesh?
Live in the flesh, straight from Atlanta.
No, straight from Troy, but living in Atlanta.
Yeah. But you just came from Florida, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I just came and did a show in Tampa.
Tampa.
Yeah, it was
How'd that go?
Man, it was really crazy because everybody was showing love off the top. Everybody showed love. Everybody waited to watch everybody.
They're supposed to show love.
They brought me up the right way, like, because, I've been going out there for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
We did the Varsity Champs project, and my man Rob, shout out to Rob, St. Pete's finest. So they kind of already knew who I was. Oh, yeah. So it was dope. It was dope, man. And I got another opportunity to go back out there in a couple of weeks.
That's what's up, because like you had already, you do Rob, you linked up with him a while back.
Yeah. We got
did a project together, right?
Yeah, we did a project that's out right now, Varsity Champs. Basically, we met about 6 years ago. I hooked up with like 4 other cats from Atlanta, and we started this company called A to Bay. So one of the guys I was cool with one of the guys from Tampa that was kind of one of the bosses out there. So we put our heads together. It was 4 Atlanta artists and 4 like Tampa Bay, St. Pete artists. You know what I'm saying? And so we started doing shows. So we would do shows in Florida, and then we would bring them to Atlanta, and they would do shows.
That's what's up, man.
And we just kept it going.
Hey, look, I'm glad to have you here tonight, man, because I know me and you we ain't seen each other in a while.
It's been a minute.
But, I always see you on Facebook and stuff like that, and you always sending me your new tracks that you drop for feedback, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Me and a couple other guys. But, and I was actually in Atlanta last weekend.
Yeah.
I think it's the weekend you was in Florida.
The weekend I was in Tampa.
Yeah, because I hit you up. Right when I got ready to hit you up, I seen a post come out saying
that I was in the room.
Yeah, you was in the room.
Yeah, my pistol chilling.
Yeah, that's it. And I was like, well, damn, I ain't even gonna be able to get up with him tonight because I think we stayed in Marietta that night.
You had some business in Atlanta?
Yeah. We me and my wife were trying to get into this real estate thing, so we went down to get up with DJ Envy and his homeboy named Caesar. They do like this real estate seminars.
Yeah.
And they actually like some seminars like that, dog. You got people where they want to charge you $5,000, $10,000 just to talk to people.
Right.
But envying them, big up the envying them too, because like they brought the lawyers, they brought the loan, the lenders, they brought the whole everything and everybody you need to talk to. They had them there, and you could talk to them for free. They gave you the contact info.
Yeah. It
was love, and they told how they got started and what to do once you get started. And the main thing, and this is what I always tell people all the time, yo, you gotta have your credit right before you do anything.
That's huge.
You gotta have your credit right. You can't just jump up and run to the bank and expect for them to give you $1 if you got a 350 credit score.
I swear.
For real.
Let me just piggyback off that because the past 4 years, I just now started thinking about my credit. My credit is
never
not
too
terrible,
late, though.
But if you don't have credit, it's just as bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just recently applied for a loan and got it thinking I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't understand how important credit is. And I think, like, in the Black community, we don't talk about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to find this out on the back end. I'm thinking, like, man, if I would have known how important credit was when I was in school.
Yeah. And see, that's what in school, they should teach this in school, man, because I always say, of course, math is important. You got to know how to do the numbers.
Right.
But credit is the next most important thing, man.
Yeah.
And
especially in America.
Right. And they need to teach this. And I don't know why they don't teach this, but they need to teach this. And so basically, you got to have your credit together. And once you get your credit together, then you can move forward with your finances and get you a house and start from there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we were down there for. And
no doubt.
The way things are looking, everything's looking good. So hopefully some good shit will come out of that.
For sure.
But yeah, I hate I couldn't get up with you that weekend.
Yeah, man, I wanted to catch up with you then. But I was in Tampa. I was excited. And what's crazy about that, 2 days before I was headed to Tampa, I got a $2 scratch off and won $500.
What? Yeah.
I got a $2 scratch off and won $500. Like, and the thing is, I had went to the gas station, you know, and I said, give me 15 on 8. And I said, give me number 38, $2. I didn't even think about it. I was just like,
They hit for 500.
man, I sat in the car while I'm pumping the gas, and the second number I scratched. And well, it said 10 times 50.
What? Yo,
Man, my heart stopped.
yo, that's Christmas right there. I need that right now.
Nah, bro. You know what? It's like things happen when it's supposed to happen.
When it's supposed to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Ever since I've been doing that, like I'm a compulsive gambler.
Yeah.
I've been losing. It's not meant. It happens when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
There's no strategy to it. People think there's a strategy. Really, no. People that win, you supposed to win.
It's the power of the universe.
You feel what I'm saying?
Real shit.
You using law of attraction, and all of us is like, I'm gonna hit. But if it's not meant, you're not gonna hit. But he might hit.
Exactly. But you know what? He's speaking of law of attraction. A lot of people don't believe this, but law of attraction is for real.
It's for real.
Like your mind, we're like our whole body is like a bar of energy.
Yeah.
And what we want to put out here, mentally, it goes into the universe and it creates itself. Good or bad.
One saying that I really like and it proves to be true, what you guys are saying is money attracts money.
It does.
Money attracts money. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
Real quick. So, speaking on law of attraction, I had 3 dreams about Nas, about meeting Nas. For those that don't know, everybody know by now, like Nas has always been like my idol. You know what I'm saying? And then he got roots here. So it was even more of a thing to get to Nas. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I've had dreams, right? And every time in the dream, I wanted him to see me doing my thing, not being like, yo, Nas, I'm from Troy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in the dream, he saw me at Apache. I used to do
I remember
shows.
Apache.
I'm a promoter as well. So I did shows for like 5 years at Apache Cafe, one of them prime areas.
In Atlanta, Georgia.
For like lyricists. You know what I'm saying? So I was one of the faces. I was a part of this group called The Five.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw me at Apache in my dream on stage doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? And so it after I perform, I get off stage, I come up to him. This is me in my dream. And I'm like telling him I'm from Troy, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time he had this smirk, he had this smile on his face. And he was like, I already know. And he was like, you good. He said, I already know. And he was just dapping me up. And he was walking on out the building and he got into a limo. But I'm trying to sell it to him while I'm walking out. Like, bruh, I do this for real. Only thing he would say is, I already know. Every dream, he never gave me confirmation like, I'm the one that's going, you know what I'm saying? But he always was, I got the confirmation that he knew me and he know what I'm doing and he gave me that approval. Right. But so that's how I took it. So when I got a chance to meet him, speaking of law of attraction, because this is something I've been thinking over the years. I've always been thinking about getting the Nas. And it happened. It just so happened. My mama was going through something and I was in Raleigh. I had a show in Raleigh at a spot called Deep Bar South. And I met David Collins, Juke. Juke is from Mount Gilead. He Moco as well. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was a fan of mine. So he had been following me throughout the years. So after I performed, we was outside. He was like, I'm going to do everything in my power to get you to Nas. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have anything to do with
because he's related to Nas, though.
That's his cousin. Yeah. No, he told me the story. He was like, every time Nas come in town, he always get up with him. You know what I'm saying? And let him know that he in town. So they had like a close relationship. And he had nothing to do with music. But the fact that he saw the hunger and the drive in me and what I was doing, then he said, I'm going to do everything I can do to get you to Nas.
Right.
And he did.
Yeah.
And so after he did that, I decided to do One Love remix. So I remixed One Love and I started talking like some real shit about, knowing Nas and how I was small coming up around here and how we all know you and how like some of your homeboys is my homeboys. And at the end, I put his grandmother's house in the video. I did that on purpose, not knowing that it would ever get to him. Yeah. But I was always like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it got to him, dog. It got to him. That's and so he actually, he saluted me.
I seen the video.
Juke actually flew out to California where he was performing just to show him the video of me.
Man, that's crazy.
And I seen the little critique he did of the video, which is pretty nice that, you know what I'm saying, he shouted him out like that.
Word. And he gave me a major shout out, dog. I cried, bro. Cause it was like huge. That was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that you idolize finally like giving you props.
Yeah.
It went even further with Law of Attraction because I got a chance to meet him.
Right.
So when he comes to A3, he came to Atlanta, he did A3C. After A3C, he went to the Gold Room. It's a club in Atlanta. And he was in the VIP. So me and Juke and a couple other dudes that was on the team at the time, we all go to the club. He see us, he tell VIP, he was like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So as we come into VIP, mind you, hoes grabbing my leg and everything. They think I'm lost.
Hey, but that's what's up though, man.
Dude, it was like a movie. Like he had the sparkling bottles, you know, the Hennessy, he had the cake, he had the whole layout, everything, you know what I'm saying? We get up there where he at, and he looked at me and he was like, and then, so he was on the other side, right? I told you, I said, man, I need a picture. He went and told him, and it was like, I went over there. Man, I wanted to just, as a kid.
Well, I'm glad you didn't break down like that. But yo, I'm glad.
I hold my nuts as a man. Yeah. But, you know, as a kid, I just wanted to be like, bruh, this moment means so much.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I can imagine.
I said, bro, I salute you so much. He was like, you good money, homie, you good money. He hugged me, we took the picture. All right, I'm being cool. I'm watching the whole scene. I'm standing right beside Dave East, Nas' manager right here. Dave East passing me a blunt.
Shit.
Me and him smoking out. Somehow we ended up talking about, he started talking about Harlem. And I started talking about Troy.
His album going hard as fuck.
While I'm talking to Dave East, Nas tapped me on the shoulder like this, on the leg like this. And he was like, and I bent down. He was like, how is Troy?
Shit.
Yo, he asking me how my hometown, right? And
That's
so
crazy.
I was like, worse than the last time you left here. And so I started giving him some politics about what's going on in the streets.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of crazy shit going on in the streets of Troy right now. And speaking of Troy, like, I know you don't live here anymore, and you're down in Atlanta, you know, you're traveling around, doing your thing or whatever. But, like, the community needs help, you know? Our community needs help.
For sure.
What could you do, or what would you suggest, or, you know, that we do to make the community better? How could you help it out as well?
I think one of the first things that people need to do around here is the key word is accountability.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people don't face their problems, they run from it.
Right.
And we can never band together until you figure out what your problem is.
That's it.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's so much hate.
Against each other.
Against each other. But guess what? It's really not personal. It's really, you're dealing with your issue.
Right.
But you want to take it out on everybody else.
That's it.
You're not being accountable for how you acting out here.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to take it out on everybody else. So guess what? People like that, they stick together.
Yeah.
Like what they say, misery loves company.
Yep.
And that's what's going on around here. Misery is loving company. And nobody is looking at the bigger picture. Nobody is taking accountability. To me, that's the most important thing. People need therapy around here. When I listen, I go to different type of places.
Man, you know black people don't get therapy, man.
Man, they need therapy.
I know, but that's
You know what
one
I'm
thing.
saying?
That's one thing in the black community. That's one thing that people overlook or disregard.
Yeah. No, it's serious.
Mental problems, depression, all this. Black people go through it hard. Colored people go through it hard. Not just black people, but Hispanics, a lot of them. But I'm just going to speak on blacks right now.
Yeah.
Go through it super hard, man, because
Especially
we
men.
have to worry about, especially black men, because we have to worry about so much shit. Like, just say in the community, you might see a kid get shot the night before you got to get up and go to work.
Right.
It might be your cousin, but you can't miss your day at work, because if you do, you might lose your job.
Right.
Then when you lose your job, you're not going to be able to provide for your family.
It's just like, I was listening to, have y'all heard the J. Cole last album? KOD.
Oh, yeah.
On the song Brackets, he was talking about taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like about the lady, her son died. And then he was like, before she leaves, she's like, oh, fuck, I still got to do my taxes or something like that.
Exactly,
something
man.
Like that. So it's exactly the same thing.
It's so much things that we have to worry about in our community, man.
It's just like in, Nipsey talked about it I think it was Nipsey, But he was talking about it in the interview too. That just like what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like you see somebody else making it, right? Y'all come from the same background and
Crabs in
everything.
a bucket effect coming about.
Yeah, you see, but you know,
Right.
you get mad at that person
because they made it.
because they're making it. And y'all come from the same background. Y'all went through the same struggles and everything. So how the fuck is he making it and not me?
Yeah, I mean, don't let the neighbor get a new car. Because if the neighbor get a new car, it's a lot of bad talk going on.
Or it's like, you think you all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or some people compete.
It's like a better car than it's a disease, man, and it's got to be healed.
Yeah,
got to be cured because we can't move forward because we're stuck in this little black zone, this little negativity spot. We got to get out of that shit.
Okay,
that's why
how would you? Okay, so we talked about it so much, and it's been always talked about. What's a way that can be improved on? Like,
well, see, I'm trying to lead by example. Like, first of all, it took me to leave to get it together because if I would have stayed around here at 19 to the age that I am now, I'll be dead or in prison. Yeah. I had to leave to see what the world was about. When I got to Atlanta at 19 years old,
you were 18. I thought you were 18.
I graduated at 18, but I didn't leave because I was still Spank went first.
Okay.
And then I think I was 19 when I went. I think. I can't really remember, but yeah, 18, 19. But the thing is, I felt like I was in a cage for those 18, 19 years.
Right.
When I got to Atlanta and seen that this is a big ass world, like people like me.
But you didn't realize that after you left, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
You don't get out of here. You don't see nothing was really going on.
Right. You got to get out the box.
You got to get out the box. And like even my friends, the friends that I made in Atlanta, I ended up being, my life, I was the thug. And I'm not I'm like, everybody know I'm humble. Like, I'm not that dude. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that the way I was raised, none of my friends was raised that way. None of them my friends has been through what I've been through in Atlanta, but that helped me grow. Yeah. That helped me be like, you know what? I'm the one that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because they were raised right.
But see, people gotta step out and experience new things because and it's not just in like small towns in the South. It's even in New York.
Yes,
one person, you can live in this borough and you never even leave out your borough. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get it together, man. We got to improve ourselves before we can improve anything in the community.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just been...
It's been like that, man. It's
so long, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the way we
it's crazy talk, because man. The only way that we could do it is like if we all shift together.
Yeah, but...
In a way,
y'all be quiet,
but it's not that easy. You know, everybody can't
But see, the thing is, it's hard to reprogram a person.
Mm-hmm. Not just, a whole people.
Yeah,
a whole race.
A whole race. It's hard to because when you're taught one thing, it's hard to relearn it all over again. To relearn, black people are stuck into what they were taught. Right now, we're not gonna go there because that's a deep subject. But religion, right now, I kind of have like in my family, I can't express things I know. You know what I'm saying? Because they have been programmed and taught this.
Nah, you can't do it.
I
like even when I went through this 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when I was going through my changes with religion, I couldn't talk about it. But it's a thing where black people, just like this, let's take what the holiday we just got finished celebrating, which was Thanksgiving.
Right.
Now, I accept Thanksgiving right now because I like the fact that families and friends can come together, feast,
but we know what it's really
be
about.
Happy. But the tradition of it, as far as eating the chitlins and shit, that's slave food. That came from the slaves starving and had to eat something, so they had to figure it out. But now we celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I don't like. And not just about the chitlins.
Everything was just swept on the floor.
It's not just about the chitlins. It's chitlins, it's Christianity, it's all kind of stuff. And it's the hatred that we have for each other.
It all blends together. It all
comes together because like we've been taught to hate ourselves.
Yeah. And
because
we are.
if we didn't hate ourselves, we would be so much higher up on the level where nobody could touch us. We will be the power.
I said that. I was like, if people really like looked into the things that they were taught and really like seen the bigger picture, we would be powerful. But most people are content in what they were taught. And so they stay in that realm. and they don't look beyond it.
The comfortability, because it works for them.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're like, why fix it if it's not broken?
Right.
And plus one thing they'll say too is, my mama taught me this, so I know it's right. That's bullshit.
I asked the person, I said, if I could show you some proof and what you believe in is not true, would you still believe it? And he told me, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was honest.
Yeah, he's honest. That's just like the Trump supporters. They're going to support him whatever.
He was honest.
But I'm going to tell you what, though. They got us labeled as thugs, niggas, and they don't even know that the word nigga is a compliment to us. Niggas. But they don't know that. And goons. This man got goon on his shirt. If you just saw goon without seeing what the word said up on the bottom, you would think he was out in the streets thugging it out, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? But give them the meaning of goon and how it came about, and what's the purpose of it.
Well, goon. I made a song called Goon Life, and the song pretty much was talking about how it is around here. You know, like this is what it really is, Goon Life. So, and I just sat on the song for a while. Tremaine Ingram, he had hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, I need some inspiration." And I sent the song to him. You know what I'm saying? I sent the song to him, not knowing how he would feel about it. And he was like, "That's it." So he took the Goon Life, he took the name and he broke the acronym down. So I give him credit.
What's the meaning?
It means graciously overcoming obstacles and negativity. So basically it's taking a negative word and making it positive. So I was all with it because it fit with the song that I was delivering.
Right.
So I'm like, boom. So this is something to, inspire everybody around here to pull the community together, to band together, to show like, listen, if you've been through something and you overcame it, you a goon. Right. So it applies to everybody. You feel me? If you've been through something in life and you overcame that, you are a goon. And I seen the pictures, so I'm like, okay, let's run that. And so that's how Goon came about. And so, I
know a lot of people are actually, rocking those shirts and when you do shows, I see you always got the shirt on. Mm-hmm. Do they want to purchase the shirts and stuff?
Everywhere I go, people want to purchase the shirts. Everywhere I go, like sometimes I just be Ubering and I have like the Goon shirt on in Atlanta. You feel me? And people would be like, "Yo, I like that, man. Where you get that from? I want one of them shirts." Boom, boom, boom. It's a big deal. Yeah. Like people resonate with the title. People resonate with the title. And so that's the movement. I am an artist that travel. Like I wanted to take it beyond Montgomery County. You feel what I'm saying? That's I knew it was so big that I seen the bigger picture. Like, you know what? I'm going to put this on my back and I'm going to take this everywhere I go and let people know how it is in Moco. Because I rep that. I'm Shrub Boy. I come from here. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I rep for these people because here's the thing. I've been to a lot of spots, but it ain't like, I promise you, this way of living is really detrimental. It's rough, bro. It's rough. Like, it's rough. People saying, okay, the city. No, but in little towns, it go, damn. Yeah. When everybody know everybody and the cops know you and your family and your last name, you have no chance. Right. So you better keep your face clean and you better be smart. Right. Or get out of here. I had to leave.
Or be willing to do some time or die.
Right. That's why we got the Goon thing trying to calm everybody down. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good because like, graciously overcoming obstacles and negativity, that really speaks, it speaks volumes of power, you know what I'm saying? It does. Once we get the youth thinking the same way and supporting the movement, because it's coming, like you got the Moco Life 910 and the Gun, right? You know what I'm saying? So, because they do a lot of school stuff. Yeah. They do a lot of, helping the kids in high school and stuff. I think that needs to be pushed more.
It should be pushed more, and it will be pushed more. But first and foremost, I want everybody to know, like, my company is Trial and Terror. I started with Trial and Terror. Right. That was me and Big Spank. Right. And then Big Spank decided to do Cut Up Bad and do his thing. And so I said, Trial and Terror is mine. Right. So TNT, Trial and Terror is what I'm doing. But I also Goon is going to be a part of the movement, and also Moco versus everybody. I got a logo for Moco versus
on
everybody
that because I heard the song on that, yo.
Yeah, so I did a little freestyle off of the I'm So Brooklyn beat video coming soon, and basically I'm branding the whole county. Like, I got the whole county. I'm branding all of us. It's not just about Troy. It's about all of us. We all in the same boat. So it's Moco versus everybody. Everywhere I go in the world, it's Moco versus everybody. I'm the face. I'm traveling. I'm out here, and I'm going to give them that work. And I put on from Montgomery County. I'm from Troy, but I put on from Mount Gid. I put on from Bisco, Canada, Star, Wayville, all that. You hear me? And that's just what it is. And so... I want to brand it. So right now I'm going to get the merchandise. I'm going to get stuff pressed up so I can put some shirts out here. But the logo is really fly.
Have you reached out to like artists from Richmond County, like the surrounding counties in Montgomery County?
I haven't, and I probably should, because to be honest with you, I've reached out to all the Montgomery County artists, each and every last one of them, and for whatever reason, we just haven't been able to create anything. Yeah. Now, we'll give BA a shout out. He did send me his 8-bar verse for, we was going to do Goon Life remix. So he did send me a verse for his, and he did it quick. He did it like the next day. So
he's hard.
I salute that, because like, I'm serious about what I'm doing, man. If you tell me, if I send you a song, if I send you a beat, and I say, yo, let's do this and that, and you tell me, all right, cool, then I expect you to get it done. I don't want to have to, find you or see what's down. Right. So, because really I want to unite, because there's a lot of young talent out here. I've been out here for a minute. Mm-hmm. I want to let them go in. You know what I'm saying? It's Moco versus everybody. You hear me? Right. It ain't no competition. I'm not competing with the people I grew up with. Right. I'm competing with the people that's already signed.
And see, I had BA on here last weekend. That's what we was talking about too, like how everybody should, unite and move forward. Just push hard. You know what I'm saying? Push hard and try to make some things happen. But I was talking about Richmond County. There's a lot of artists in Richmond County, and I don't know if you know these guys. I can't even remember the names, but I seen a video of this guy, and he got like 100,000.
What's his name?
I'm trying to think of it.
More than likely, because I come from Richmond County.
Yeah,
okay. I recorded a lot of artists back in the day.
Yeah, and this is a young cat.
Link me up with these people.
Dub.
Yep. That's Dub? What it is. Yeah.
Lock me in with these people, man.
Yeah, that's
I want to find out.
That's Lil E?
Yeah, he's really talented.
I didn't know that was Lil E. I remember Lil E when he was like my son Joe's age. Yeah. Because, matter of fact, we did a show with Lil E back. You could make that show. Spank made it, but you couldn't make it. We did a show with Lil E back in Rockham. Now, one in the Red Room, they had his manager seen us at the Red Room and wanted me and an artist and Raylan to come through. Bro. Yeah, he's always been like that.
Plug me in. Yeah, because I've been working with
huge movement.
Greensboro and Raleigh artists.
I got some Greensboro artists I can link you up with too.
Like Ilpo, shout out to Ilpo. Yeah, those are homies right there. OC, Shame. So I've been building with them, but I would love to build with people more closer to the area.
Yeah, he can rap his ass off.
Shout out to Fresh. He
Fresh. Yeah. And
and that's another artist. Like, dude, we got to exchange bars, bro. I sent you beats. It is what it is.
It's another chick coming out, man, from Montgomery County. I can't even think of her name right now, but she's nasty.
Well, let me tell you one that's getting ready to come out. Shout out to Osha Badass.
That's who I'm talking about. Osha Badass.
It's funny you mentioned that, because last night we all sat down and we were talking about getting behind her. Mm-hmm. Is she really trying to do this? But it's up.
She's really trying to.
It's up. Well, yeah. I'm just gonna say that, but it's gonna be up to Osha. If Osha really want to do this, she got it. She got a platform laid out already. It's a lot of people that can help her out around here, including yourself. And we want to get behind her because that's Troy.
It is, man. She reminds me of Megan Thee Stallion, but a little bit better.
Yeah. And the thing is, she's really about
that's what I'm saying.
She's really about that. She's not playing. She's really about that. Like,
right. And that's what that's what I like about her.
The thing is, I got a chance to build with her. She came to Atlanta with a friend of hers from Atlanta.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. And long story short, like they ended up crashing with me at my crib with me and my girl, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to take care of them and look out for them.
Right.
But I had a chance to build with her and see where she was at. And she sounded like she really trying to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's like she's serious about it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and I heard one song from her, and I was like, okay, you could tell she's building.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
the next song I heard from her, like, damn, she done jumped out there for real.
No, she confident. Her confidence is up.
Yeah. So, and that's what we need. So, Lil Bree, get ready. Y'all need to do a track together.
Hey, you got a short girl coming.
Yeah, y'all need to do a track together. And yeah,
I already said that too. They
for
need to do a
real.
joint.
And like Lil Bree, you know what I'm saying? We got Lil Bree. She coming. She just did a show in Greensboro. Was it last night? But Lil
I
Bree,
wanted her on the Goon Life
love
remix too, man. I don't know what
yeah.
happened. We sent it to their peoples and everything, and she was supposed to do it, but it just never happened, man. Like, I wanted Goon Life to be all of us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to do the remix.
I think you need to hit him up and let him know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, I let Tremaine, I let him talk to him and or whatever.
but we're gonna get
They agreed to do it, but they just didn't come through.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, her manager, I guess, the dude.
Mike. Yeah, we're gonna get Lil Bree and Mike on here one night. And we're gonna talk about a lot of things because I like Lil Bree. I love Lil Bree. I love the way she sounds and stuff. But I kind of the way she's going. I wish she can go the other way real quick and step into some new lanes because she could blow it up. She really could. She ain't got to follow the trend that's going on right now.
I agree.
And that's how a lot of
my
artists
thing
are.
is that it has to come off authentic. It has to come off like real. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why, like, if Osha really gonna do this, she gonna make a splash.
Yeah, man.
For real.
So what's your plans for the future?
My plans, right now, like, as far as the music game, like, I'm still shred. I'm spitting those bars, you know what I mean? And it's no longer about trying to get a deal.
Right.
It's no longer about trying to get a deal. Like, right now, I'm doing what I want. I put so much work in. At any moment, I can get a show anywhere. There's promoters that's like, all right, got you. And it's done. You know what I'm saying? So really, all I'm gonna do moving forward is drop more, better material. You know what I'm saying? Still compete with today's climate. Shoot more videos because everything is visual. Nobody is gonna listen to your music until you have a video to show. Right. Or some type
you
of
always got to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like doing interviews and
you got to do these interviews
doing live feeds.
Like this right here, like what's happening right now is the future. I'm gonna be doing this in other states all over. You know what I'm saying? This is the future. So I'm 10 toes in. I'm
gonna tell you too, like I'm proud of you for going hard because you almost had something that stopped your life. And
talk about it.
I remember I woke up one morning, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I seen a post on Facebook. And it basically was saying like, yo, they thought he was dead. So I sent you a message like, yo, I know this shit ain't for real.
Yeah.
But this man almost died.
So let me speak on it real quick. Like maybe like a year and some months ago. Yeah. You know, because I just put a post letting people know like it was that serious. Maybe a year and a month ago, I let my anger get the best of me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is crazy. I had just came from New York. That was my first time going to New York to do a show.
I remember that.
And I was in such a great mood, but everything went south. Like, okay, after the show in New York, I was in Harlem. When I get to the airport, I didn't know I had a bullet in my book bag. Oh, shit. So they held me up at the airport. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, but in Atlanta, it's kind of, they don't trip about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can carry guns. You know what I'm saying? So it was no big deal. I didn't know, though. Yeah, like, honestly, I did not know I had. So I had a bullet. But I didn't know how serious. I didn't know how serious it was in New York. Like, they don't play no games about no guns, bullets, none of that. I didn't know that.
Thanks to Giuliani.
Right.
He put that shit into effect.
So at that point, my whole move, my whole trip, everything just started going because I got charged. I had to come back and go to court and all that, but it ended up getting thrown out, thanks to God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the day I got back to Atlanta, I decided to go Uber to make some money. I'm Ubering. As I'm riding down downtown Peachtree Street, I see two dudes, and one of the dudes, he kick a sign. You know, one of those enter here signs, like that goes like this. Yeah. He kicked the sign, and as I'm riding, he hit my car, and I had to swerve. And, you know, impulse, I'm like, mother. Oh.
Yeah.
And so I done put it in reverse, backed up, not thinking. I got a 38 on me, jump out the car, walk up on two dudes. I'm like, what's good? One of the dudes said, man, ain't no problem. The other dude, it was a Puerto Rican dude, he turns around, he's like, what's up? And when he said that, I swung on him. And I just kept swinging. I'm pistol whipping him in his face. I'm so mad. I can't believe, and I think about it all the time, like, damn, what brought me to that point?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like going, I'm pistol whipping. I'm hitting him all in his face. And then I got cut right here. And I didn't know, because when you fighting, it's just adrenaline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I seen I got cut right here, I took the gun and I turned it around and I put it in his face. I said, oh, hell no. And I cocked it back and I put it in his face. And the moment I did that, split second, I heard a voice on my left ear say, cuz don't do that. Mind you, I'm downtown Atlanta, so it's people out eating. It's people walking. You know what I'm saying? It was like 6 in the evening. So it was like people out seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
And so somebody said, cuz don't do that. At the same time, a cop was riding by and was like, is there a problem? Mind you, I'm looking at Buddy, but this is what I hear.
Yeah.
I thank God I was sane enough to be aware of what was going on right there. Because if I would have just shot that boy, I wouldn't be here today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So as I was like this, when somebody said, cuz don't do that, and then this ear I hear, is there a problem? I knew it was a cop. We both stopped. The gun's still at his face. And we looked at the cop. Both of us look at the cop. And I took the gun, I dropped it, and I put it in my back pocket. The guy, he turned around and walked on, and I turned around and walked on. As I'm walking to the car, there's blood on my, right here on my shirt. I'm thinking it's his blood because I was just hitting him in the face. At this point, I don't even know what had happened. Something told me to pull over. What's crazy about the whole situation, I pulled over right in front of Apache, where everything started.
And he had stabbed you.
Where everything started.
Yeah.
So,
and everything started and could have ended.
And
That's
so
crazy.
I pull up my shirt and I see him leaking from the heart. I can see my heartbeat.
Dang.
And I'm like, that's the only moment I panicked.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And so at that moment, like, senses just kicked in. Something said, hide the gun, take the shirt out, take your shirt off. I went to the car. I got out the car. I went to the trunk. I grabbed a towel. I applied pressure. I took all my, because I knew they was going to have to take me. So I took all my jewelry off. I hid it. I hid the gun. And then I hit 911. And I had it right here. 911 was there in less than 2 minutes. As soon as they get there, they was like, sir, don't worry about anything. Boom. It was like a train. Everything happened so fast after that. They took me out the car. They put me in the back of an ambulance. I'm looking at the back of the ambulance with two windows, like in the movies. Yeah. I'm sitting there. Only thing I can do is text my girl, I've been stabbed, headed to Grady Hospital. So I'm laying there. Not one time did I think this was it. Not one time did I think this was it. I was just going through the motions. But I did get scared when I got to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, I seen like 20 surgeons, young white people. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, God. What is this? This is real. Man, they told me, you got to have surgery, sir. I woke up in ICU after.
How long did you stay in the hospital?
I was in the hospital for 5 days. Yeah. They had me strapped down and they had something in my mouth where I couldn't talk for 5 days. But the thing is, I never had to take any type of pain medicine. I never had to do I didn't go through no type of problems. And they kept wondering, like, you okay? I was up walking after 2 days from open heart surgery.
I'm going to tell you what.
I would have tried.
Let me say this last thing. I didn't know I had a blood clot in my heart. The doctor came in and said, what saved you is you had a blood clot. That's the reason why you didn't bleed out.
Oh, so you previously had a blood clot.
I previously had a blood clot in my heart. See,
that could have took him out of there later on down the road.
This is what I'm saying. So 2 things got resolved.
Right.
God told me I had to deal with my childhood trauma because I shouldn't have went that far. Mm-hmm. This was all my fault. I shouldn't have got that mad. I should have rolled the window down and said, "What you little niggas doing?" Throw the bird up and kept it moving. Yeah. The car got hit, not me.
Right. So
I took it too far.
But that actually saved your life.
Yeah, that saved my life. I had to go through it was that's why I said I know this was like a spiritual thing because I never had to take any pain meds.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. That's amazing. And what I heard the next day, after I had seen the little post or whatever, the next day I heard that he had got carjacked, beat up, and stabbed, and thrown in a ditch. So in my head, I'm sitting at the hair store and I'm like, I'm mad because I'm like, yo, how can somebody do this man like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, it was so many rumors.
It was crazy.
They said I had left the club, got jumped.
Yeah, it was crazy though.
You know what I'm saying?
They had a whole type of
let me say this. I've never had any problems in Atlanta. I started this. I didn't start it. I escalated the situation. Yeah. But nobody has ever tried me. First of all, crazy, no crazy. But you feel me? And if you humble and you don't cause no problems, ain't nobody gonna cause no problems to you. For the most part. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm a humble dude. I don't come off looking like I want to hurt somebody. I'm tough. I'm bad. I'm not that guy. But if you try me, it might be your life. Yeah. And real recognize that. So I don't get those type of problems. But I escalated that situation.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad the things happened. They were supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It happened for a reason.
It was supposed to happen. You know what it did for me? It humbled my old ass.
Yeah. Because like
it humbled me.
If you don't
guess what? I walk away from because I kept getting tested after that.
Yeah.
I had to learn, as long as I stayed within, I'm good. But if I'm in the outer where it ain't no spirit, it's just human.
Right. That's it.
I can kill you.
And see, that's another topic we can go on, but we can talk forever about that because like I'm all about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know I'm young and shit too, but I've learned that shit that if you don't humble yourself, God will find a way to
humble yourself, or God will.
He'll find a way to humble you down, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. So I'm glad you survived all that. I'm glad for your success. I'm happy that, you know what I'm saying, you're still out here doing something that you love.
Yeah, man.
And things are working for you, you know what I'm saying? And like, shout out to Collins boy, you know what I'm saying? My homeboy Juke, we went to school together. That's my classmate.
No doubt.
And I'm proud of him for doing the things that he's doing, him with Rise and all that too. I'm proud of that. And we're going to have Rise on the show soon too.
Okay.
Maybe you can come back for that. You know what I'm saying? We get both of y'all here together. But I'm just happy, man. And I'm glad you came through.
Thank you, bro. And I want to say this, like growing up, I looked up to you, bro. Like, we all looked up to you growing up. And you still doing your thing, and I appreciate everything. Every time you've looked out, you've always tried to look out for everybody.
Right.
You've never been selfish, and I appreciate that. But But you, and when you and Giz were doing your thing, y'all put a battery in me and Spank back.
Oh, yeah.
Spank did never rap in his life. And then Spank hit me talking about, hey, man, let's start a group.
That's crazy.
You know, that's how it happened. And once he got into it, but he never rapped in his life up until that point. When he saw y'all doing, when y'all was out here, when we was at the park, we could be at the park, we could be at West Montgomery at a show, at a basketball game or something. Y'all be in the bathroom and y'all was letting go off the top of the head. And so that inspired me. And Twain.
Oh, yeah, Twain.
You know what I'm saying? I used to work with Twain. We was, me and Twain, we used to work at Black & Decker in Ashboro.
Oh, y'all worked at Black & Decker?
Yeah, so Twain would walk up to me and he would spit like 4 bars in my ear.
I didn't
walk
know that.
off. And I'd be like, I'll go back. I'll go home and write something.
It's crazy how this mother, because I recorded him that one time for Brandon's song. I've never met somebody else that does that, but that shit was pretty dope.
What's that?
You'll run through your whole verse. And then he'll like keep doing it until he gets everything right.
Oh yeah. That's that old school in it.
I've never met somebody that I've recorded people for the last 2019.
No, that's how we did it.
For 8 years, and I never came across somebody that'll do some shit like that.
Anytime,
he ran it like 4 or 5 times
until I got it right.
He got it right.
Because the thing is,
that's what I tell like a lot of artists. I'm like, you know
can spit it better when you know that.
Right.
I tell them, I'll be like, because they'll get stuck in one part. I'm like, man, just look,
just keep running.
Just keep running. Even if you get stuck, just keep running so you can get that shit out of you.
Right.
And then
see, my thing is, I have to calm down. Like, sometimes I can be overly excited in recording, and I've never recorded like at Spank crib in this room around people I don't know.
With a new
so like, like anxiety kicking in, and you trying to focus and all that. Like, so sometimes it takes me a while to warm up. But like I like the old school way of doing it, like one take J.
Yeah,
I used to rap too.
Yeah,
bro. When I first started rapping and shit, we'd be in the studio. I wanted everybody out because I used to get shy.
I like recording by myself.
I used to get shy as fuck, bro. Like there was other people in the room, bro. I used to get scared, but like you get out of that shit. But like the way you performed it, bro, to me that was pretty dope. Because that's the way I envision people to rap every time. Like especially I meet a lot of people. Sometimes they'll get stuck in a rut.
You gotta be hard on yourself, though.
You got to.
I'll be like,
that's what you're supposed to do.
You gotta be hard, and I be telling you, you gotta be hard on yourself.
And we all did that too. Like even Twain, we would make sure we knew our verse before we stepped to that mic. So we gotta respect it though. Hip hop gonna grow and change just like a human gonna grow and change. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so we respect it.
Said something in this song. I don't care about your rap skills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get meals.
But you gotta, that's all it's about right now, the money. So, you gotta respect it. They want to do that because, like, it's a lane for everything. And
everybody got a choice. Like,
everybody got a choice.
If I wanted to, I could play that game. Right. But I'm not the radio guy. I'm still album driven.
I
love
like
the
game.
Albums.
You love hip hop.
I like the process of recording. I like to shoot videos. I like to be in the studio. I like to hear new beats that make me write something different.
Look, real quick, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and shut it down because we've been going for a minute now.
No doubt. We were talking about the show. Like, we got to talking. We're family. So
is there anything you want to promote right now to let the people know? And then, shout out your social media links.
New School of Thought album is coming.
Shit.
It's done. But in today's climate, like, people are not really listening to albums. So I'm in the process of just shooting like videos, visuals, and dropping a couple singles until I can build up the buzz to put the album out. Because I feel like it's a great body of work, and I don't want it to just go unnoticed like how a lot of other artists are putting out great projects. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and so what about what's the word that you said? And so everything's so fast. Everybody got low attention span. Yeah. Everything's going by so quick.
So what is it? www.shredtvt?
ShredTVT.com, Shred TVT on all platforms. And see, that's Shred the verbal tongue. People be like, what do TVT stand for? The verbal tongue. It was the whole name, but it was too long, and now I'm older. So Shred TVT. You can find me on all social media platforms.
Look, we're looking forward to getting some Shred TVT.
Oh, we got new Shred TVT shirts coming. We got new Trial and Terror shirts coming. We got new Moco versus Everybody shirts coming, and then we got the new Goon joints coming. So.
But that's what's up, though. Hey, I'm glad you came through.
No doubt.
And you my brother, you know what I'm saying? Doubt. Even though Facebook, I noticed that we're brothers on Facebook. It says Rudy Shred Covington, your brother. Man. I'm like, that's what's up. So, I'm glad you came through.
Thank you, man. Well, thank you for having me, man. And I appreciate you keeping this going because I'm telling you, if people are watching.
Right. And we're going to make sure we keep coming with it. We're going to be persistent with it, as Italy says.
No doubt.
And we're going to make sure we share your music on the website as well.
Thank you.
And throw your links up there because people need to check you out and understand your story. And that's another good reason for you coming tonight. Right. People see a different side of you that they haven't seen before or know it. They know more about you now. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. So, this was one of my priorities to come here. So I'm glad it worked out.
That's what's up, man.
Shred TVT. It's good to see you too. We got a video. We got to put some work in.
Bro, I'm ready. I'm ready when you're ready, bro.
That's what's up, man. Look, and little man Grayson,
the homie.
Tomorrow is his birthday, so happy birthday to you. You'll be the big 6 years old. 6 years old.
Oh, man, bro, I thought you was older.
Man, you getting older, bro.
You're an old man. So look, we're going to hit Chuck E. Cheese in the morning.
He ready. He ready, too.
We got Josiah back there rocking the First to Business shirt.
He gangster.
And what it says, my life motto, First to Business. You know what I'm saying?
First to Business.
So let's keep it like that, yo, for real. Hey, till next weekend. Y'all have a good week, and everybody stay blessed. We love you. Peace. First to Business.
First to Business. Yeah, y'all. Be locking this shit. First to Business, baby.
Check. I represent a Goon Life. Your fellas who got 2 strikes. 2 strikes, do it better when I do right. Working on them not them blue lights, what you know, what you know.
Young and old, still shooting at folks. Crunk for show, still moving that dope. Pumping nose, still tooting that blow. Smoking weed, he roll with me. He know the streets, got no degree. Hot holding heat. Pop anybody looking like they wanna do something with a lotus piece. He tryna do right, young bro can't eat. Gotta fight, life so damn deep. Got 2 strikes, can't do 3. Grimy type, he so damn cheap. Pants sagging, J's on. In the dark with shades on. Smelling loud, he's selling loud. A felon found where the snakes roam. Can't tell him out, he's stuck within. In the jealous town, they judging him. They let him down. The government is why he out there hustling. I know about him, been there. Shred dodge them blue lights. Can't tell me shit, it's evident. I represent a Goon's life.
Goon's life, Goon's life. Young fellas who got 2 strikes, 2 strikes. Still rebelling when I do right, do right. Rolling on them dodging blue lights, blue lights. What you know? 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 What you know?
Been real, still trill, still chill with them hill bills. Still killing those feeling ill. Wanna murder, kill, who will still take yours? I fight for those willing to kneel. For the snake boy still in the field in the race for more paper. Embrace war, it takes one to know one. I say Troy is so slum. Plenty grill, broke trunk, flipping pills, taking blow bumps. Nose numb on a whole hunt. Chickens will do what you want when you got dope. When you got dope, cut suck you off, go down low. The whole town knows she wild. Yo, love the flow, selling butter. No parquet, straight hard gay, live a butter law. Been there, done that. Shred dodge them blue lights. Can't tell me shit, it's evident. I represent a Goon's life.
Young fellas who got 2 strikes, 2 strikes. Still rebelling